Hello friend, this is our 1000-liter toothpaste making machine. The machine is already to set, so I'm gonna to introduce every part for you and teach you how to use this machine. Okay, so before you use this machine, you need to make sure the wire of the machine is connected like here. We had already set some number on the wire, so you only need to connect according to the number. Like here is, you need to connect with your factory power out 1, 2, 3, and this is the neutral wire. And here have a ground wire, you also need to connect. Okay, so other wires you need to connect according to the number. Like here, '31 connects 31, 32 connects with 32, so other is the same. Okay. And this is the home page. You can choose the language you need from here, like for example English. Okay, so you can check. This is the main port page. It shows the button to control the main tank. Like here is the missing function, and dispersing one like this one, and dispersing two like this one. And this is the actual parameter, show the vacuum and the temperature. Okay, and here is the real time quantity, about .1, .2, and this is the spare button, spare parameter, and this is the discharge, and this is the button controls all the function like vacuum, mixer, and dispersing one, tube, and the cover up and down from here, and the heating and setting. And this one is for the jacket sewage, and the hot mixer, discharge 1 and 2 is a relative about this 2 tank like here. Okay, and here this one is for the spare button, and this is the discharge of the main tank from here. You can check they're equipped with 2 discharge valves. One is for the automatic discharge, and this one is by manual controlled. Okay, and let's check the pounder 1, 2, and 3 is about like here. The pounder inlet valve 1, 2, 3. Here this 3 valve, one is for spare valve, and the 2 valve is you need to connect with a pipe and with this 2 tank to suck the pounder. And this page is for the parameter setting. Let's check this button. Let's check this 3 function, like the missing, dispersing 1, dispersing 2, the parameter setting, like the speed. Like here about the missing, you can set the missing speed from here. Okay, and the missing time from here, setting the time you need. And this is the dispersing speed. Dispersing time setting. Okay, And here, this button is for the heating function. Like if you, for example, if you want to heating your product to like 80 degree, you set from here, okay. Or you want to set to like 65, okay, just for your reference. And this is the cooling down temperature, you can set from here, okay. And this one, jacket switch, you can set the time from here. For example, you set 2 seconds, that means it's about the steam in valve controlled. That means after 2 seconds or 3 seconds, the steam in valve will open automatically, okay. And here, this 3 button is for the pounder section setting. Like for example, this one is for the pounder tank 1. For example, like this one is the tank 1. You set the parameter, for example, like 20 kg, and point this button back to this page, and point this pounder discharge 1, and then the pounder will suck into the main tank, okay. And let's check. Here is for the pounder advance amount. That means when you set 20 kg from here and suck the pounder by this button, suck the pounder, and you can check the real quantity from here. For example, if the quantity is about 50 kg, you need to change the advance amount into 5 kg. And the second time, you can suck the right weight about the pounder. Like for example, you set 5 kg and then you set the pounder like 20 kg and suck again. The real quantity will become 20 kg, okay. And here is the sand. Like here is the output setting. For example, if you, after you finish, you want to discharge your products like 10 kg, okay, and set the discharge valve to collect your product, and check the real quantity from here. If the real quantity is like 8 kg, you need to set the advance amount about the discharge like 2, and discharge again. You will see the discharge quantity will become 10 kg, okay. This is about this parameter setting page, and this is the temperature curve. It will show the temperature on this screen, and this is the alarm button. When if there have mistake happened, the alarm will turn on automatically. Okay, back to the home page. Okay, and here is the weighing system. Now the number is show the weight of the water in the tank. Okay, so when you use this system, you need to, before you use this system, you need to make sure the jacket here is full of the water, and then point this button to let the number become 0. Then it will get the right weight of your product in the tank. Okay. And this is the indicator lights and the emergency stop, and this is the manpower switch. So after you connect the wire from here, then you can turn on this switch like that, and up the stair we equipped with another screen to help you control the machine more easy. Let's check. They have some pipe. This pipe is for the vacuum pumped water out and the disperser water out, and this valve is for the vacuum pumped water storage tank out valve. Now you can check here about these boxes. Okay, and here this valve you need to connect with your tap water. Is for the vacuum pumped water in and disperser water in. Okay, let's check this weight pipe. You can check all the pipe with the side, like the pneumatic valve and manual valve for your option. So this pipe is for the steam in, and here this pipe we step some stable to show the road of the pipe for you. Like this one is for the cooling water out, and here is the cooling water in at the bottom of the tank, and this is the condensate. This one is for the condensate water out, and this is the quick drain water out. And here is the connect way. You need to make sure all the pipe is connected with the right position. Okay, like here's connects with the steam and the cooling water pipe, water out pipe, and the cooling water in pipe, and this is the condensate water out pipe connect here. Okay, let's check. They have some accessories on the top of the tank, and let's check. This is the air filter. You can release the vacuum before you want to up this cover, and this is the vacuum gauge to show the pressure of the vacuum, and this is the blow window. They equipped with a small Teflon scraper. Then you can check the working stage from this small window, and this is the ingredient hopper. You can add some ingredient from this hopper, and here is a pipe. You can connect with your tap water to clean your tank after you produce. Like here you can see they have equipped with 2 CIP springboard. Okay, let's check the inside design. 2 disperser and mixing paddle. Okay, here this screen also have a function like here. This is the light button. Like here, now it's turned on. And this is the emergency button. And this valve is the safety valve and the pressure gauge. when the pressure in the jacket is up to the limit pressure, this valve will turn on automatically to protect the jacket. Okay, for now let me show you all the functions working. Let's check the missing function. Point this parameter setting to set the missing speed from here, like for example 55. Okay, and set like 10 seconds. Okay, now point this missing button to turn on the missing function. Now, when the time is arrival, what you set, the missing function will start automatically. Okay, let's check the dispersing. Okay, also send like the missing. Set the dispersing speed from here. Okay, now set the time. 10 seconds. Here also set the 10 seconds. Okay, back to the main point page. Like point this button. Okay, now start automatically. Let's check the disperser too. Okay, so you can turn on this two dispersing separately or turn on together. Okay, now let's take this cover up, point this up button. Okay, now turn off and check the down button. Okay, and check the heating and cooling. First of all, you need to set the heating temperature from here and set the cooling temperature from here, and also need to set the jacket switch time from here. Okay, now back to this page. Like turn on the heat function, and also this button jacket switch need to turn on, and after 4 or 5 minutes turn off this button, and when the temperature is arrival what you set, the heating function will start automatically. Okay, now just for a reference. And the cooling function, point this cooled button and extend the heating function. Will the cooling function, when the cooling temperature is arrival, the temperature is set, the cooling function will start automatically. Okay, and let's check this button is controlled for this 2-pounder tank. When you want to suck the pounder from this tank, you only need to point this button. Okay, this is for the spare button for the pounder 3. Okay, and this is the discharge. Okay, let's check the vacuum function. When you turn on this function, you need to make sure this valve is turned off and this valve is turned on and this window is blocked. Okay, and this 2 valve is turned off. And let's check the parameter page. Here it shows the upper pressure and lower pressure. That means when the vacuum pressure arrival this parameter, it will start automatically, and when the parameter is higher than this pressure, the vacuum function will turn on automatically. Okay, now let's check. Now point this button to turn on the vacuum function. Okay, now turn off. Just for a reference, and turn off this valve to keep the tank under the vacuum stage. And if you want to let this cover up, you need to use this valve to release the vacuum. Okay. That's it. This is 2 of the pounder mixer. When you use this when you use this tank, you need to make sure it connects with the main tank through this pipe. So you need to cut this long pipe and connect this way with this discharge valve, and another pipe you need to connect one way with this main tank, and another way is connects with this discharge valve. Okay, and they will equipped with 2 of pounder suction pump. Here you need to connect this package with here to collect the pounder of the tank through this pipe. Okay, this is the control panel. You can check, this is 2 inverter to control the speed of the mixing, and this is the main power switch, and there have some button to control the mixing and discharge. This 2 button is control this tank, and the right side 2 button is control this tank. Okay, so before you turn on this main power, you need to make sure the wire is connected. Like here, you need to connect the wire according to the number. Like here, L1 connects L1, L2 connects with L2, L3, and the neutral wire and the pounder, etc. This wire you need to connect. Okay, and then turn on this main power. Okay, and if you want to mixing, you can turn on this switch and check. And change the speed from here. Okay, this one is for this one. Okay, now turn off the mixing function and check the tank 2 mixing function. Turn on and change the speed. Okay, now turn off. and this two button is for the discharge function. When you want to suck the pounder to the main tank, you need to make sure this two button is turned on like that, and then you can move to the screen to control this, to suck the pounder from this tank. Okay, now turn off. And here also equipped with two buttons to control the blower. Like this one is for this pump, and this one is for this pump. Okay, you can point it to turn on, and then the pounder. Okay, when you add the pounder through this hole, it will have some pounder fly, so you can turn on this blower to suck up the pounder through here. Okay, the final, let's check the discharge pump. They have a two-way. You can connect a pipe from this way, connects with the discharge valve of the main tank this way, and this valve, and this way you can connect with your storage tank. Okay, and there have some buttons to control the pump working and stop. Now point this green button. Here have an inverter. You can change the speed from here. Okay, and turn off. That's it.